Hi Pisces. It's been a little minute since I've done a reading, so let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Just a reminder of the way that I read before I get into the reading. I read energy, not gender. That means anyone can show up as a king, queen, prince, princess, knight, page, emperor, empress. It has to do more with if you're in your feminine or masculine energy. Feminine energy receives and nurtures. Masculine energy gives and takes action. So I'll say Pisces, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be, your cards are coming out, so I'm just taking a look at them. That doesn't necessarily mean that you will come up as Pisces, since this is a general reading. The energy can be fluid. So if I say, hey Pisces, why are you doing that? And you're like, no, that's another person in the situation. Just understand that the roles are reversed and get in where you fit in and enjoy the reading from that perspective. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. It helps to encourage me to continue to make more content. And if you'd like to schedule a private reading, you can do that at thislittlelighealing.com. So let's go ahead and get into your energy, Pisces. Seems like there's a lot going on. It looks like this has been a time of great contemplation for you. Like for a long time, maybe you've been paying attention to what's happening around you. Like maybe life has just been sort of happening to you instead of you really paying attention to what's happening and managing what's happening. It's almost like I don't know, like sand has been going through this hourglass of your life and you're kind of being covered by it. And instead of, making sure that you're clear and that you can move and getting that sand off you from time to time, you're kind of looking around and finding out like, oh, dang, I'm up to my neck in the sand. I need to do something. I need to move. And something has happened that's just kind of snapped you out of it, like woken you up from whatever it is that's had you in this complacent sort of energy. And that, whatever that thing is, and I think it was probably something unexpected or painful, whatever that thing is, it has you dusting off, getting the sand off you, getting ready to move. You're starting to clear yourself up. You need to move again. You realize you can't stay in this position, that you're going to get buried, that you're not going to be able to be happy here. And this definitely has to do with romance for a lot of you. It could have to do with a job. It could have to do, with family, friends, your job, different things. But for a lot of you, this is going to be about romance. And whatever this situation has you really thinking a lot about how you want to be happy. Like, I think that you are really taking a step back and looking at your life and asking yourself, am I happy? And sorry, I'm looking at your cards as they come out. Yeah, and really assessing that, trying to decide, well, am I? And I think for a lot of you, you've either felt too busy to really do that in the past, or there's been a lot of indecision. Could be a Libra here, Scorpio here that you're dealing with. There's also been a lot of indecision. And for some of you, not all, there's a situation where there's been the potentially there's been cheating. And this has all been very painful for you. Whether you're just finding out about it now or you're recognizing, whether you're just finding out about it now, or it's something you've sort of known and you've been living with, and now you're finally ready to face it, it's surfacing. Someone has either been deceitful in seeing other people, and you may have been deceiving yourself about what's really been going on in a situation. Either way, you are looking directly in the mirror at yourself. And I think for a lot of you, you've already begun this process of transformation, that you're really getting to a place where maybe before you didn't feel worthy of something better than what you're getting here. And now you do. Now you realize that there's that you have a lot to offer, and that there are a lot of other possibilities for you. But it seems like you've either been going through a transformational time, or you're getting ready to go into this transformational time. You've made a choice to change. Many of you have been in denial for a while just because you didn't know how to heal this. You didn't know how to make this better. And now you're realizing that you're going to choose happiness regardless of what's going on here, because you want to be happy. You want love in your life, and you want to be happy. And the cards here are indicating that the minute that you make that choice and go towards happiness, that this time of grief is over. For some of you, not all of you, there has been a loss, an actual loss of a person. And I'm sorry if that's what's happened. The cards are also indicating that Spirit really wants you to let go of that pain. That there isn't, you don't need, I think some of you feel like you're supposed to hold on to that pain, and you don't need to hold on to that pain. And if it pertains to this love situation, the message is the same, you know, that Spirit's asking you to release it, that this is done. Yeah, that it's okay to walk away from this pain. So let's go ahead and get into the cards that I've already fallen for you. When I asked what the situation is for you, we get the Six of Swords. Ooh. Sorry. Sorry, Pisces. The Six of Swords. This is air energy. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Knight of Cups. And the Lovers, Gemini energy. So there may be a Gemini involved here. But this is, when I asked, you know, how you're feeling like you want to move away from whatever the situation is here, and go make an offer of love elsewhere. That you're wanting to, this is thinking about it, you know, thinking about getting in your funky little balloon car here and riding over, you know, on your, what is this? I guess that's your own tail. And making this offer of love to either a Gemini or somebody that you love. But this is what's in your head right now. What the situation is that you've been healing from this Five of Cups energy. And in particular, it seems like a lot of you have been dealing with somebody who speaks very harshly. Someone that says mean things, says things in a mean way, is perhaps condescending, perhaps treats you like a child. But it's been a time of healing. You can see that we've got this Libra energy, and there's that Libra energy again. We have Scorpio energy too again. Where, you know, you're just kind of taking that time out and trying to rest, trying to heal, trying to process all of that. And then when we get to the obstacle, you know, for the way that you're feeling, we get Four of Cups and a King of Cups. And this is just an energy of really not wanting to invest in love again. Just kind of being like, oh, you know, just forget it. Like, it's not working out. You know, see how he's just kind of, you know, tossing that little love cup over the side of the balcony and just like, you know, I don't want to do that again. This is Cancer and Scorpio energy. So when I asked for the energy for you to embrace, to overcome this obstacle, this feeling like you don't want to invest in love again. We get the Hanged Man, which for me is Taurus energy. It's also Pisces energy. The Hanged Man, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. And that's really taking the time to consider what it is that makes you happy. That's your Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is your legacy. It's what makes you happy long term. It's family, it's money, it's having everything that you need. And then I asked, what will happen if you do that? If you take the time to really, think about it. You can see he's got this little clock hanging off of his boot there. What happens if you take the time to really stop and think about what it is that you really want, what that looks like? And we get the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups. This is as happy as it gets with family, with love, with all those kinds of things. And the Six of Wands is Leo energy. Ten of Cups is Pisces energy. It's your energy. The Six of Cups, this is a rebirth. In the traditional tarot, it's more of a victorious sort of energy, but in this particular tarot, it's more of a rebirth. And this rebirth of Ten of Cups. So having that rebirth energy come before it tells me that maybe there's somebody from your past that you would like to reconnect with. It could be a Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Leo, any of those energies are all here. But there is a lot of anxiety here about relationships. It's showing me again that not only do you want to be in a relationship, but you want to be in a committed relationship, committed to the point of marriage, because we have the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. But then completely following that, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, which is telling me that there's just a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety there for you when it comes to that. So, that's definitely something that you're gonna have to work on healing, because, again, when we get back to the situation, how you're feeling, what you want, it's very clear. You want love. You want to move towards that. So this is actually a pretty clear-cut reading for you, Pisces. So let's go ahead and get sort of a closing message for you for it. Just really wanting a feeling of home, of home comforts. It's giving me the feeling of you're just really wanting to be in a relationship where you feel nurtured, where you feel safe. Oh, here we go. What we get? Yep, Observer. Just like we said, and the energy for you to embrace to overcome this obstacle is taking the time to really look at, decide, what it is that you really want. Are you very clear about what it is that you want? Whatever we think about the most, whatever we're giving energy to, that's what we're going to create in our lives. So we have to be very mindfully intentional about what it is that we want to do, what it is that we want to bring into our life. And if you're being wishy-washy or indecisive or having negative thoughts, the universe isn't going to understand clearly what it is that you're asking for. But if you take that time to say, nope, this is exactly what I want, I know what I want, I know what I want it to look like, I know the energy I need to embrace to move towards that, then things start to happen much more quickly for you. So I think this is actually, a pretty good reading. It does look like there's been some pain for a lot of you. I think some of you are overcoming it right now, and others of you are still moving through it. But it's showing me very, very clearly that you're going to be successful. So keep going, keep moving. Every relationship, it's not that you failed at relationships, it's just that you've completed a cycle where you needed to learn. And as I'm sitting here shuffling, out drops Loyal Heart. So what you want wants you to, Pisces.